Hey guys, it's Charlie. It's November 19th, Thursday. So some interesting numbers came out today. 14.41% of all mortgages in this country right now are delinquent in one form or another, either 60 days past due all the way on up to being fully foreclosed. So, basically you drive down your neighborhood, if you happen to be living in a house that you've worked hard for to make the payments and make sure you've made them all on time, and you're hoping that one day this investment of yours will finally be paid off and, it'll be a nest egg. What a joke. I'm such a sucker for buying into that line. I'm such a sucker for making, 52 payments on time perfectly in a row. Because if I drive down my street, every 8.5 houses now, and yours too, because that's about 14%, every 8.5 houses is going to be foreclosed on. What's that going to do to property values? I'll tell you what it's going to do. It's going to do what it did to mine. This house I'm sitting in right now that I'm making this video in was a $260,000 house 11 months ago. If I put it on the market for $180 right now, maybe I would get a bite. Maybe. Probably not. If I wanted a quick sale, $150. Meanwhile, Lloyd Blankfein can go to the Times of London and talk about how Goldman Sachs is doing God's work. And I read this article, and I'm absolutely stunned at the unbelievable arrogance of these people. Goldman Sachs is going to end up known in history as one of the largest criminals the planet has ever known. Here's a company, he's been around for 100 years, who cannot fail, okay? They have bought and paid for protection. They can't fail. They help create these mortgage-backed securities, these derivatives, and then they bet against them. And then when their losses came about, they threw it on the taxpayer. Oh, but Charlie, they paid back their $10 billion. Let me tell you what happened with Goldman Sachs, okay? And anybody can find this out. And that's going to be their doom. Because if an ignorant citizen like myself can find out the truth about them, eventually everybody's going to wake up, and there's going to be hell to pay. Goldman Sachs wiped out their competition last year. They wiped them out. They got $10 billion up front from their former CEO, Hank Paulson, and then they got $13 billion from AIG in second-party side money. They never paid that money back. They got rid of their competition, and then the government backed all their risky assets, guaranteed them all, so they could turn this year into their biggest profit year ever and pay their people $16 billion in bonuses. And that man has the gall to go before a newspaper like the Times of London and say, we're doing God's work. Well, if he's truly doing God's work, then we are all screwed. Because it's the Goldman Sachs of this country and this world which are ripping this country apart. The too big to fails who are not going to fail. You and I are going to fail. They can't fail. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's in there. The futility of even getting upset about it is very clear to me. Barack Obama received $900,000 from Goldman Sachs. Okay? John McCain received almost the same amount. These people, these bastards, cannot lose. We cannot win. We need true change. That's all I got.